Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance. A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's essentially straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
That is just a beautiful shot. Now the approach shot here at 16, Frank, it is all about precision.
It certainly is. This green has a lot of contours in it, so it's very hard to get a dead straight or a flat putt here at 16. Second shot's not overly long, though, just a short on in. You should be looking at a birdie opportunity, but really you don't want to stray too far away from 15 or 20 feet. Otherwise, it's going to get very difficult putting on this green.
Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a shotter. You find bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Ball sitting down here in the rough, he's digging in. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
And it makes the green in regulation. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Cleans that up in the hole. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 230, 250 yard mark, and of course, do the maths, you're only getting 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse. Second shot.
Pretty good shot right there. Just 5 feet left. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, we did see some good golf out there today, but others really struggled.
Yeah, any competitive player wants to win. We don't doubt that, but we know you're not going to win them all. So it's still important for every golfer to continue to gain experience, to actually get something out of each and every tournament they play in.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Boston Championship. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
And it is not looking like a good lie. 120 yards. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but...
Frank, what's the key? You just hit one OB.
Somehow forget what's just happened. Otherwise, the same thing's liable to happen.
Now playing the fifth because it was out of bounds on that previous shot. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Frank, what do the great bunker players do?
Well, with short bunker shots like this, Rich, follow through is always a good key, but you've got to pick that spot. It's an inch or two behind the ball, almost like you taking out a divot with the ball in the middle of it.
Needs a good one. This is 6th shot. So a tester from 4 feet. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Action resuming early on the back 9. Let's go to hole number 11. Coming to this middle portion of the round, Frank, the featured golfer, has really struggled.
Yeah, just a rough start, and it's going to be a case of trying to find a few things to really rectify this situation. Find some fairways, start finding some greens in regulation, give yourself some birdie opportunities. Take the pressure off your game.
Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Moving on now to the 12th, and Frank, describe this hole for us.
Sneaky good par 4. It's long enough, sort of that 450, 460 mark. Bends a little to the left. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. Ooh, chance for birdie.
So 1 over par for the round. Back-to-back par 4s here at TPC Boston, set to tee off, Frank, at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here. Once again, suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or 2 more.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Rich, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. And he's made it onto the green now. Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left, 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
Really powering up here.
Oh, that's fine.
Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson. They all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And getting ready for the putt.